it's another time for us to do some gossip. Are y'all ready for some more tea? Well, I'm here with my guest today. I have my daughter-in-law from my oldest son, his wife, and she's gonna be here to share. She's here to share her testimony about how God restored her job. She had been working on a job for some years, and then God, he reversed the decision. Man had said no, but God said yes. Come on, this my daughter-in-law, Patrice Hudson. I thank God so much for her. Tell me about what God has done for you, what God did for you. I know you have been working on a job for over how many years?
Oh, for at least almost 19 to 20 years.
Wow. So where were you working in?
I was working at a hospital, local hospital. And I had been working there since I was 19. So what happened was I was going to school at the time as well as working there. Mm-hmm. But after I got through with school, the next position I was elevated to was another position. So that I would, better myself and got a degree. And I was able to make more money, and stuff. So
what did you get a degree in?
I've got a degree in physical therapist assistance.
All right.
And I have an associate degree of applied health science.
All right.
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
that's in the money. Come on, finish tell me.
Yes. So, like I said, I had been there for years working, since I was 19. And pretty much, we all became a family there, the different coworkers and people that I work with. So, just doing my thing, just, going to work, working hard, trying to make sure the patients get seen, get proper treatment and stuff and all that good stuff, and just trying to get them better so they could go home, be able to walk and do what they need to do and, move around, as far as their activity is concerned. So a lot of patients we used to see, they would have surgery, so we have to try to rehab them, get them going, help them try to get out the bed and walk and all that good stuff and strengthen their muscles at the same time. So just been there over that long period of time,
Going
that was
on
like
your merry way.
Everything's good. We on cruise patrol, we working hard, we trying to do our thing, and all of a sudden God came to me in a dream. A lot of times God dealt with me and talked to me through a dream, and this particular night I wasn't even thinking about the job or anything like that, so it just popped up, I had this dream to where they were going to lay me off. I was gonna be fired, not fired, but actually just laid off, and God told me, in other words, he specifically told me, he was like, well, your time not gonna be long. Wow. And I'm like, okay, all right, Jesus, if the time ain't long, what you talking about, I mean, it was puzzling me because my mind, I'm not even thinking about that because I've been there so long.
Yeah.
And it's just like, this is my job, my profession, this is my career.
And you had not done anything that would warrant you losing your job.
No, ma'am. None of that at all. So I was like, okay, Lord. So I was like, well, it was just formed because I had been working there so long to where I'm thinking, how am I going to lose my job? I've been here over 19, almost 20 years, So I'm like, okay, Lord, well, if you say this is going to happen, then I know you got better for me, and I know you're going to take care of me.
So how long after you had the dream?
It was like 2 weeks. God had warned me 2 weeks beforehand that this was going to happen.
So how did they do it?
Well, of course, they let you work all day long. You come in and, you clock in, you think everything good, fine. And they came to me at the end of the day. And they said they needed to talk to me. So that was one of my directors that came and told me this. So I said, okay, So I knew then. I said, okay, Lord, this is what you prepared me for 2 weeks ago.
Wow.
I was like, okay, this is confirmation. I knew God is not, he doesn't lie. He's going, whatever he say, that's it.
That's
you
right.
take it to the bank. So when that happened, I was like, okay, Lord, you prepared me for this situation right here now. And so that's why I tune in to when God gives me dreams and visions.
So you were not shocked?
I was not shocked.
Wow.
Yeah, I was not shocked. And when they told me that, I was calm, I was cool, and they was like, well, we hate to inform you, but this is your last day. And I was like, okay, all right. And I said, well, I thank you.
So what was the reason?
They had no particular, they didn't even have any reason really. They just told me, well, I'll tell you what, it was budget cuts. So they had to cut the budget, and my position wasn't justified for the next year to be, filled. So we had to cut and let some other people go. And It was me and another young lady that they let go.
Wow.
But the thing about it was, when they told me that, I was so calm, cool, and collected about it. They looking at me in shock because of how I was reacting to what they told me. So, you okay? You all right? It's like, you did hear the words that came out my mouth.
They thought you was going to fall apart.
They thought it was going to fall apart. I was going to just bust out crying and all this stuff. They just kept, are you okay? It kept constantly saying, are you okay? I said, I'm fine, y'all. I am good. I'm fine. Not knowing God had already talked to me and prepared me 2 weeks ago that this was going to happen.
Wow.
And it was just amazing. And then they just, kept on, well, do you need help getting your things? Or I said, no, I got it, And they escorted me back up. They took me down to an office to where they did all the, telling me that I was going to be laid off or whatever. And they escorted me back up to the office. I could get my things. And they're like, well, let me get boxes and stuff to help you. I'm like, that's fine, And it's just kept on just looking at me and amazing, like,
they couldn't understand.
They couldn't understand why I was so calm,
But God had already prepared.
God had already prepared me for the situation.
But tell me now, as a result of that, God is so awesome.
Yes.
He will not leave you. He won't forsaken you. Tell me what happened. What was the next thing that God did for you?
Next thing was, I got my plans or what I'm talking about. I was going to do. Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to go on try to get my unemployment going, and I'm gonna chill for a while because I've been working 19 years. I've been, going at it, hitting the grind, and it was like, I was like, okay, I'm gonna just try to relax, and maybe, about a month or two or whatever, I'll go ahead and try to start finding another job with all that good stuff. So a situation came up to where I had some other colleagues, some other coworkers that were working at another facility, and they was working there just whenever the lady needed them. So I said, well, they said, well, go and, talk to her, call her. So I called this individual, and I said, well, I'm so-and-so, and stuff, and I used to work at so-and-so. And then she was like, okay. And I was like, well, I said, well, let me tell you this. I said, I know this person and this person. And she's like, oh, okay, then, so it kind of connect once I said those things to her. And then when she said, okay. Then she said, well, and I told her what I need. I said, well, I need a job. The company now will, let me go. And she was like, okay. And then she said, well, I don't really need nobody full time, but you can probably work whenever I need you. I said, that's fine, whatever, just to get in the door, And she said that. So I was like, okay. Then she said, well, I tell you what, since you know this person, can you come today? And I'm like, well, yes, ma'am, I guess so. I ain't got no job.
Now, how long was this after you had?
That was like a week after they had let me go from this other job. And, and I'm just going just because they tell me, yeah, go up there and talk to someone so they can help you out and everything. So when I did that, and I talked to her and I told her who I knew, she's like, can you come today? And I was like, yes, ma'am. She said, wait, can you come to your drug test for like application? I mean, it was just like so quick. It was just like everything was just pop. And I was like, okay. And I was like, yes, ma'am, I'll be there. Just give me a couple of, minutes to get myself together and everything. And when I went, I feel like she said, everything. She said, you know what? I never had nobody come in and get a drug test done, and it came back like the next day. It always has to be weeks or months or, before they get the results back. But she said everything that you filled out, your application, everything, your background check, everything that came through so quick, like the next day. And I was like, I know who I serve.
Woo! So, not even 2 weeks later.
Not even 2 weeks later, I had another job. And God he moved so quick on my behalf. And I was just like, oh my God, and I just like, a lot of times you say, your plans. No, God got other plans for you.
And it was like you didn't even skip a beat.
I did not. No, ma'am. I didn't miss a beat. No. You see, I'm still. No, ma'am. I have not missed a beat. Didn't miss paying bills or anything like that. God just came through just like that.
Right, and I will look. Man said no. And God turned around and next week
and said yes. Yes, ma'am.
Hey, I don't know about y'all, but I'm talking about I'm enjoying this tea today.
I'm trying to tell you.
It's better than Lipton tea.
Okay, I'm trying to tell you.
But I thank God so much for this testimony and for sharing this gossip.
Yes.
Talking about how good and how awesome our God is. Thank you
Yes.
so much. Till next time. Till next time.